Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are
Good
we?
evening, ma'am. Good
Good
evening, ma'am.
evening. Yeah,
Good evening, ma'am.
Great, ma'am. How are you?
Ma'am.
Aeon, Shivam, Prajakta. Where were you, girls? Prajakta, where were you? Kaustubh, Hori.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Same.
Shivraj did not play Holi. He was there in the class. Yes, quickly, everybody, please switch on your cameras quickly. As I told you, we will have an interactive class only when we switch on our cameras and keep looking at each other. Hemant played a lot of Holi. Where were you the other day? Where were you the other day? Then if you've not played Holi, where were you?
Helping mommy in kitchen.
Huh? Helping mama in
Helping
kitchen?
mother in kitchen.
Oh, please
Kitchen.
don't give me this cliche. Huh? Girls have heard
I'm
it
very
in
obedient guy.
girls have heard it in the forum. You want to repeat?
I'm very obedient son. That's why.
All right. हाँ जिसको कन्वे करना था उसको हो गया है हेमंत आई एम नॉट बाइंग दिस ओके
Yesterday was a class. Yeah.
नो yesterday was a holiday
अच्छा.
busy playing Holi. I'm talking about the other day,
Okay.
Monday specifically.
अच्छा.
Hi Neha, Sanchita, Darshan कुठे होतास?
Ma'am, I was busy on ill for a week and I had some functions.
हाँ okay. I like these modest people. All right, chalo. Let's not waste a lot of time. So again, we'll follow the protocol. We have group discussions, right? We are 25 in the group, excluding me, 24. So let's make a group of 7 each. 3 groups can be done. Okay? Quickly. Please raise your hands for the first group discussion. First group. I would, in fact, I would appreciate all the seniors participating so that others can see how it is done. Kaustubh, go ahead. Neha, go ahead. All right, so I have Hemant, I have Hitesh, Shivraj, Darshan, Shivam, Akhilesh, Prajakta. Mahen, you can go in the next group. Pratik, you can go in the next group. Raj, you can go in the next group. Okay? All right. I'm again going to give a very easy peasy topic so that people understand how to extract points, how to collect their thoughts. Okay? We seniors might have done this topic, but we will have to just show the juniors how can we route the whole topic nicely within 10 minutes. Aram se. All right. Let me search for a good topic. I think we've done it, but let us do it again. Is IPO investing still profitable for retail investors? Is IPO investing still profitable for retail investors? Your 10 minutes start now.
Hey guys, so this is Kaustubh Barve. I would like to start the discussion. So I would like to start by laying the groundwork. So what exactly is an IPO? An IPO is an initial public offering. So it happens when a company goes from a private company to a public company. The shares are sold to the general public, and this can happen through different means. There are also different subtypes like OFS, but we can talk about IPO here. My one and only point is that IPO investing is not good for the retail players. The one and only reason I am proposing this is because IPO investing is quite synonymous recently to hype investing. So whatever valuations we see in the IPO, or whatever valuation the company is being listed on, is listed on the basis of the fact that it will perform that well in the future. and the general populace, exactly us, the retail consumers, are not that well informed about the company as the people who are sitting in this forum. Like, we are all students of finance, we have a general idea about DRHP. Like, is there any single retail investor who has gone through at least 100 pages of the 600 pages document, which is the DRHP? None of them. And we understand the fact that people don't understand it. Those people, the retail people who are investing, don't understand it. So it's not a good decision for them to buy something which they have no idea about. And this is why I feel like it's not a valuable investment for them at that side. And the valuations which they get, someone's entry is someone's exit. So we need to understand that when we are investing in an IPO, we do understand that some people are having an OFS and they are selling their stake and they are going out of the company. And we as retail individuals are entering that their stake, which they are selling off, and they are thinking that, okay, the growth potential is not that good, we'll just sell off our stake. Now, let me give you an example. Two IPOs which are coming in the next 6 to 7 months. We have PhonePe, we have Flipkart. Walmart is just OFS. Like, Walmart is just exiting the stake and they are going to be like, okay, that's it, I'm done, I'm going. We, the retail investors, are going to have to buy that thinking it's our own company. And we have this misguided sense of information. Coming back, circling back to my one point, that why exactly it is hype investing. We still
Yeah.
have that mentality. Yeah, Darshan, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Gausu, for putting out the context on overall IPO. But I mostly agree with you. But coming on to the why exactly retail investors should avoid IPO, as it's very simple. The first point is the companies appoint the investment bankers. They set the price, they set the valuation. It's not like a free trade where the market or the price discovery is done by all the stakeholders. That's the first point. Second thing, as Kaustubh mentioned about the dumping one, like the majority of the investors are the exit. There is a theory called greater passive fool theory. They will find a fool unless and until they are able to exit at a certain price at a very high valuation. So in the last 5 years, most of the companies were loss making and extremely highly valued, which the retail investors were disappointed. And as Kaustubh mentioned, kept on repeating the OFS part, which is offer for sale, where the investors are exiting their existing sale from their previous invested amount at a very high stake valuation. For example, all the VCs and the private equity firms made around 10x money in the last 5 years. What exactly? There are many such examples. Paytm was one such example where they came at a very extreme high valuation. They came at around 2100 was their initial price or the offer price, and currently they're trading around not even like 1000 in the 3 digits. So apart from that, Parag Parikh, the famous fund manager of India, he used to say, there's a video about him, like how he explained using the example of Reliance Power, the famous IPO case study, where it didn't had any profit on the books, nothing, they didn't had any company or something, but they came around like valuation at extreme valuation, and currently it's almost bankrupted and trading at like a penny stock. So IPO investing are not profitable to retail investors. Why? Because as I mentioned, it's mostly for the high institutional investors to exit, and there is no price information, or there is information asymmetry, and a lot of people get into the hype and the influence of these news articles, influencers, or social media, and there is a notion that it's a medium for like quick money, but it's not. That's all.
And Darshan, I'd like to add a point.
I would like to add, I mean,
Mentality is that we want to make money fast. Like, it's a general mentality of the Indian, Indian consumers. Is
No, but
that we want quick money.
I have a different view here.
So,
I mean,
contrary to what
may-
Kaustubh and I think another panel member added, Darshan, I guess, it's not that always in all cases retail investors lose out in case of IPOs. There can be cases when the IPOs may be fairly valued, fairly priced, and holding them on a longer term can result in higher gains. Although a lot of retail investors are driven by big brands or the hype, I feel that there are cases when people can gain from applying for an IPO. So for this, what is required is that retail investors should read up on as to why they are applying for an IPO, and then choose to should apply for it instead of just running behind hype.
Well, I agree with you, Prajakta.
I agree with Prajakta.
In the last
I agree with-
years,
few
the
points to
majority
the
of the
forum.
IPO, whatever the proposed was, as trading below their offer price currently. I agree with what you mentioned about like how we should do an investor do a particular due diligence, apply for a particular IPO company which they believe and have high conviction. There are many such cases, no doubt. But what exactly is the percentage? and tell me, what happened.
Ah.
There is something called as, between the offer price and when it's list, there's something called gray market premium.
premium.
I don't know what is the source of the gray market premium. Like people keep on hinging onto that point, and they're like, gray market premium itna hai, like 70%, 30%. Like the money will get doubled in a span of just a fortnight. But this is not how it works. In investing, it's like in minimum, like the high quality investors never sell. That's the point. So there's like a decade, or like you have to have a long-term horizon. It's very difficult to predict.
Ah.
If you look
I
at
would,
the
I mean,
thing,
I
you
would
did
partially
see
agree
that
with, I mean, what Kaustubh
you-
and I mean Prajakta said. My point is that, I mean, I'll give my instance. I invested in Indigo in 2015 at the IPO price. So I still sit on even though I was not aware of the happening in the airline industry, but based on my common sense and all, I could have earned, I have earned quite a good amount on that. So I won't say that, IPO investing is totally bad, because in every transaction there is both. Someone is buying and someone is selling. So as long as somebody is informed about that company or have some basic common sense about that industry, he should invest. And obviously, in case of a layman, it is better to start from an IPO than to secondary market, I believe, based on my,
I would like
if
to
you look
add
at the
something.
No,
description of the
Alkesh, I'd like
topic,
to disagree
It is
with the
better
fact
if
that
investing.
I'd like to disagree with Alkesh on the point that a retail investor should only start from an IPO rather than going for a secondary market. Retail investors can go for secondary market as well, but they should ideally refrain from going for IPOs based on just prima facie knowledge, like not knowing better about the company, or they should only go for companies that they believe in. Like, say you talked about Indigo. That's where you had strong conviction, like, okay, it is a better in the airline industry, it is one of the strongest
I
performers, and
think
on
that
that basis you
I,
went
I
for that company.
no, but
So,
I
like,
don't
for
have any
example,
idea
if
at the
I
time of
believe that
investing.
no,
At
no,
the
no,
time
but
of
if I
investing,
believe that, say, Zomato will perform in a long term, so it wouldn't matter to me that in a short term what is its price post IPO. I would hold on to that stock for years and years. So IPO
Prajakta,
investing,
Alkesh,
but
I
in
think
case
we
of
can,
Uh,
I think
ATM,
both of us can sum this up to luck. I don't know
Yeah,
what
luck.
your
Yes, yes.
opinion. I
And
think we
Yes,
can sum this
definitely. I
factor
Yeah.
wanted
simply
to
to
I
luck.
pick up
can't,
this.
we
I
can't
wanted
And also
say
to
looking
put
luck
into
points
as
hindsight.
well.
here.
And
I
also
wanted
like
to put
looking
this
into
guys,
hindsight and
if
saying,
we look
I
at
would
the
like to
if
add something.
if we look at the topic of the discussion, it is IPO still the better choice? Still,
for
it is
retailers.
still. So if we look at the during COVID times, we were getting very high listing prices. So, but now since the bull market is getting over, so we are not getting so much listing price gains, and some of the shares are getting in negative returns also. So retailers are getting trapped in it. So it is
Shivam, thank you
in
for
the
your point.
reference
And I
of
want
the
to
So
add another
COVID
point to
bull
that.
run.
That market factors are one thing, but company factors are also important things. If the company is solid and if the company is good at a very lucrative valuation, the company will perform even if it's not a boom market. Let me give an example of Ether. Since listing, Ether has almost performed 2x. The stock was listed around 230 something. Now it's trading at 600. We have seen different examples like Ola. So Ola was listed at what and what is it currently? And we can see that all factors
See,
depend on one singular factor, which is the company performance. Like whatever IPO is
uh,
there, whatever valuation is there, whatever gray market premium is there. For the retail investor, it is necessary to know about the company and have strong conviction about the company rather than having strong conviction
well,
about the
I have
IPO
a
of the company.
different
Also, to add on to what
opinion.
Kaustubh just
Can
said,
I
it's
add
not
something in it?
along with strong conviction. I think an investor should also evaluate what their risk appetite is and then only apply for an IPO. If suppose I don't have a sizable disposable income to invest, I should stick to only those stocks that are available in the secondary market. I shouldn't just put all of my money on just one IPO and stick to that and hope for that price to go up. So
Yes, I
that
would
Hello,
like
I
to
would like to
extend
add something here.
Prajakta's
Hello,
point
hello.
here.
So,
During this
I just
IPO
said
launching,
if a person wants to invest in IPO, so there are many aspects that you should get. So most of the people mostly in IPO because that they think that it's speculation more than investment. Because they think that if I invest in IPO, I will earn my money or 50% I will get within a week or 2 weeks. That's where they lose money. So if you don't know the company and if you don't know the fundamentals, yes, definitely it's an idea for retail investors. They should stay away from the IPO. But if a saying if financial is good, he also adopted data, then he should invest. IPO is still a good investment, but only if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you are doing, then that's a speculation of investment. That's my point.
Yes, I would like to add
Yeah, I
something here.
agree with the
Hello.
Hemant. If
Yes, yeah.
he
I like to say something here. Hello. Hello. I would like to say that in my view,
Yes.
IPO is good for retail investors only if retail investors have patience to keep invested in the IPO for the long term. I would like to give example of Zomato and Paytm here. Ultimately, if the investors believe in the company's performance in the long term, they will definitely gain. And whether it is retail investors or any other investors, they have to keep patience.
And
I would like to
adding to
highlight
what
one point
Akastu
here.
said earlier, that
During this IPO launching process, there is a huge marketing and advertising campaign is also there, which is done by that investment bank. So most of retailers fall for that, because in last year that during that Swiggy IPO, that celebrities like Madhuri Dixit and all such people also stuck with that stock still. So so during that IPO launching process, there is a huge campaigning of that advertising and marketing happened. So I think that is the one more reason why the retailers fail for the IPO and lose money in most of the cases.
Great
And
point,
also
during
I
Shivraj.
this
also
We are
I
out
would
of
I
time,
would
so
like
I
to
would
add
like to
one more
warning,
point.
conclude this
I mean,
what
I
is
debate.
would
getting
like to add one more point. I mean,
Yeah,
like
we are out. Alkesh,
Akastu.
sorry, we are out of time, so I would like to conclude.
Is
You don't mind?
already here. Somebody has.
Yeah.
I would like to add something.
Yeah, ma'am, you're saying?
I'm saying there's no time to add something. Time is over. Someone has to conclude.
So I would like to conclude the discussion. So the topic was, is the IPO are still a good choice? So I would like to add that, conclude that in this uncertain times where war is happening and we don't know what is going to happen in the next hour, so it is not a good time to invest in the IPO. It was when there was COVID and bull run was going there, and every company was getting listed in listing gains. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Individual feedback quickly in 2 minutes. Kaustuv began. I like the introduction because he explained what is an IPO and how do you invest, or what is the main idea, purpose behind it. So everything was very nicely done. He did use some real good jargons, which later on others also used. Someone's entry is someone's exit. I would want to urge you all to use such kind of idioms, which are your subject-specific idioms, quoted by Warren Buffett. Take his name, not a problem. Use karo. Then Darshan nicely entered with the help of Kaustubh, thrived on the point. You could have used sequencing hero. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly. It would have been so impactful. आपने बताए 4 points, but you did not
Yeah.
use sequencing. You did tell 4 points, 4 to 5
Yes.
points. Yes, it could have been very nice. Kaustubh used hand gestures. Darshan used hand gestures. Nobody was nodding. I could see only Kaustubh actually nodding. And nodding helps. Okay, people, please keep nodding, because this shows that you are respecting the speaker. You are understanding what the speaker is trying to say. Right? So keep nodding, because the spectators are checking for your attention. Are you just busy with your own stuff? Are you recollecting your own points? Or are you listening and respecting the speaker who's laying down the points? So keep nodding. Prajakta, you have taken me by surprise today. What did you have for breakfast? No, it was really good. It was really good. Jo bhi khate ho, roz khaya karo. You actually came in as a surprise. You came in 2 to 3, 4 times rather, with very valid points. Your voice was very good today. Not at all inhibited by any kind of, apprehensions. So you were yourself. Maybe it was your favorite topic or you knew everything about it. I don't know. But whatever you are doing, you should do it consistently. Voice was good. Hand gestures were very good. Your body looked very confident while you spoke. And your voice was not at all shattering, which is a very good thing. Prajakta, you're there. Okay? Alkesh, you came in with your example, your experience, which is a very good thing. But when Prajakta is retaliating, you're not supposed to budge in and say, "Tab mujhe pata nahi tha. No, I did not know then. No. Don't indulge into a one-on-one. Not recommended. Let her finish whatever she's saying. Later on, you grab an opportunity and say, "Let me just correct you, Prajakta. When you said this, I did not know then. Without knowing the IPO or the value of the company, I kept on gaining weight." So उसको interrupt करके वहां पर one-on-one start नहीं करना है. Not recommended. It was not looking healthy at all. All right. Shivam, conclusion और effective हो सकता था. Your first points were valid, but again आपको थोड़ा speed increase करना पड़ेगा fluency के लिए. In conclusion could have been very impactful. So I always say introduction impressive होना चाहिए और conclusion impactful होना चाहिए. Leave the audience with a thinking hat on. Introduction impressive, conclusion impactful. You can do a good job in future. Okay. Hemant, you were not clearly audible. That is why nobody encountered you. थोड़ा सा आप अपना speaker fix करो या headset लगाओ, कुछ तो करो आप. Yes, Neha. Again, I can see you towards the end. Why? Why can't we start the forum there? Again, you have your own valid points. Why don't you put forth loudly? Do that. Okay. I want to see more of you, Neha. Yes. Again, Shivam could have finished it very nicely. Baki, overall, it was a very good thing. I want you all, one more thing. Initially, when Prajakta came in and she said, "I disagree with Darshan and Kaustubh, there can be companies," you did not give an example. So the point, first time when you entered, the point was ineffective. But the second time you came in, you gave examples. You did give examples then, right? So the first time, if you could have given some examples, you would have had a chance to speak at length. थोड़ा और ज़्यादा बोल सकते थे आप. You could have been in the limelight for another 30 minutes, 40 seconds, 30 seconds more. Okay, wonderful. Hitesh did not get a chance to talk at all. Shivraj, you did speak, but your conclusion was not what the subject required. You spoke how the people, retailers get swayed and invest in IPOs. But the topic was, is it a good deal? Are you getting my point? You told the remedies or how people get swayed in investing in IPOs, which was a part of the topic, not the whole of the topic. So आपका point ineffective रहेगा वहां पर. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all in all, Hemant has to fix his mic and then his voice. Hitesh, you will have to come in a little louder so that if someone gives you space to talk.
Okay.
Anyways, if I can give you 30 seconds, what was your point?
Ma'am, I would like to tell in the sentence, IPO can be good. Investing
Hitesh, there's
businesses.
a lag in your internet.
Understand the business.
Sorry, we cannot
Hello.
hear. Well, there's a lag. Your voice is,
Just-
you're lagging, not able to hear you completely. Fix your internet, please.
Hello.
Sorry.
Ma'am, am I audible?
No, it is lagging.
Ma'am, I'll fix it and then I'll speak.
Sorry.
I'll fix it and then we'll speak.
Sure. You can be a part of the second group discussion if you want to. Quickly, 7
Okay,
people
ma'am.
raise their hands for the second group discussion. Prajakta, lawyer.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, this side Aditya. Before we move on for the second group discussion, I have a thing to.
Yes, Aditya. Hanji, bolo.
Hi, ma'am. Yeah.
Raise your hand now.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, sorry. Just like before we move on to the second group discussion, I just have a question on the first group discussion. So I understand like how the entire group discussion goes and okay. So, but my question is that does the validity of the topic also plays a very important role, I guess, right? So the validity of the topic. So the topic was, is IPO investing still profitable for retail investors? And how like Kaustubh and Darshan started the conversation, it was an assumption made that a retail investor themselves have to analyze, do the research, and do many things to invest into IPO. but why not? We are just talking about one stream of income for retail investors, which is an IPO, which can be managed for a retail investor by any portfolio manager. So they can do the research. We actually, the conversation, if I was being a part of this group, then the conversation should be like, is the IPO can be considered as a proper asset for a retail investor to make them profitable in the current scenario? Like as Shivam correctly mentioned during his speech, that like we have to talk about whether it is profitable or not. We don't have to talk about whether retail investors can invest in IPO or not. So that's my main question. Like,
Let me tell you, let me guide you. What that group discussion should be, you cannot guide unless you're
okay,
part of the group discussion and you take the onus to change the direction of the course.
okay,
So
okay,
Kaustubh started on a different tangent.
yeah,
Darshan took it on a different tangent. Shivam came and changed the whole course. Had there been somebody else who would have gone out of context, were you there on Monday? Someone was,
yeah.
you were the
I
one
was I was the one who took the entire
Yes.
conversation. Yeah,
And
correct.
Shivam actually brought you in the center again. So
Yes,
it
yes.
you 4, 5, 10 people to change the course of the discussion. Where you want to lead it, it is absolutely your call.
Okay,
हो सकता है, you alone cannot judge, because on one point you can think differently, I can think differently, Kaustubh can think differently, Raj can think differently, Mahen can think differently, Shivraj can have his own viewpoint, and we all can say I am right.
okay,
Going there, we will not reach anywhere, right? Unless you're a part
okay.
of the group, you take the onus to change the course of the direction. Okay?
Understood.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you, ma'am. Yeah,
Yes. Now raise your hand and be a part of this discussion. I have Prateek with
sure.
me. I have Pranoy with me. I have Bharat with me. Raj, Mahen, Aditya, Abhay, raise your hand. Rishikesh, raise your hand. Ayan Chakravarti, raise your hand. Sweetie Kumari, Sam Preeti, raise your hands and be a part of the second group. Come on, quick. Hitesh Wadhwani is there. क्या हो गया? Sam Preeti, who are you waiting for?
Ma'am, Sampreeti, I'm not able to raise the hand.
Sam Preeti.
No problem. Okay, yeah, it's done.
Yeah. All right. Hi. Ayan Das, what are you doing? Ayan, क्या कर रहे हो आप लोग? Sweetie, raise your hands. Be a part of this group.
Ma'am, I am in, but I am not getting the option of raising hand.
Who is this? Not able to
Ma'am,
raise.
this is Ayan.
Ayan.
Yes, yes.
Ayan, you're not able to raise your hand, but you want to be a part of this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Speak. Okay? Speak.
Okay.
Whenever you get a chance to speak, okay? You can speak. All right. Again, I'm throwing a random topic. Please. Passive investing versus active fund management. Is active research dying? Passive investing versus active fund management. Is active research dying?
Hi, everyone.
Is it difficult?
No, all good. So can we start it?
Just give them 30 seconds at least to think about it.
Yeah, sure.
To collect your thoughts. Everybody will get 1 minute to collect your thoughts, and then we start the timer.
Ma'am,
Topic.
may I
I'm repeating the topic for everybody. Passive investing versus active fund management. Is active research dying?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Ritesh, no. You switch on off your video and try speaking. Hitesh, switch off your video. Haan, bolo.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, now you are.
Okay, ma'am.
Can I start, ma'am?
Small bandwidth.
Ma'am, can I start?
Yes, Prateek.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am. I would like to take the initiative to start the group discussion. The topic is all about passive investing versus active investing, and whether active research, real research is dying or not. In my point of view, ma'am, I feel real research is not dying, ma'am, because we are doing research on a daily basis. We are reading the newsletter, we are analyzing the news. I feel every day we are getting something new in our mind from the current news that is happening in the geopolitical sector, in the whole worldwide. Like we are seeing that war is happening right now, and how the war is impacting the stock prices, and feel we are able to connect the dots between the stocks. So I feel, ma'am, active research is not dying. Only new type of AI tools are coming if we know how to use them properly. Active research is still in the market, and I feel it will grow in the market, ma'am. And I will be happy to hear everyone's point of view, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
would
I
like
would,
to add something. If
okay.
investor has a time to research about the market, or investor has a huge capital and he can find a good portfolio manager who has a good track record, then definitely he can invest in active investing, where he can earn a good amount of money more than the market. And if the investor do not have a time and wants to increase his capital beyond the inflation, then definitely he should prefer the passive investment, where he doesn't need to research about it. He only need to add in the fund. Both are the important. It's on the investor that wants to put his money in the market.
Hi
Okay, so I would
everyone.
like to,
So
can I
yes,
continue?
Sampriti. Yes, Sampriti, you
Yeah.
can continue. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
continue
first
after
of
you.
all, I would like to create a differentiation between passive investment and active investment. So, active investment being wherein the investors try to outdo the market or outperform the market, and passive being they just passively track, be it Nifty, the indexes that we have. Um, so, what I've seen these days that SIPs have been a new trend in the market, wherein normal retail investors are really into it, and people just people who do not follow the market actively, that becomes an easy option for them. And when it comes to active management of the funds, when we take into consideration the management fees that they charge, the returns really go down. So I feel passive investment is better in that sense. So yeah, that is my point.
Thank you so much, Sampriti. So just to add on what Sampriti said, active investment is something that whenever we want to, whenever we rely on any fund manager or someone else, and we just give our money to them, that is a passive investment. And active means where we ourselves are included and involved in a day-to-day research, tracking all our investments, and that is called as active investment. So when it comes to active investment, obviously it requires a lot of time, and right now nowadays people are themselves busy, very much busy in their own life, doing their job and doing trading as a part-time thing. But apart from that, even if someone takes out the time, okay, right now in today's world there is a high participation, and high participation brings high volatility in the market. So earlier, like back 5 to 7 years down before, when there was not much participation, the market was moving as per the dynamics, as per the economics. But right now, uh, most of the people are not much knowledgeable about the market dynamics, and the market moves as per the sentiments of the people. And therefore, when we study, when even we have the knowledge about the market, research, trends, and everything, we'll not be able to track the market and assume the market whether it will go upward or downward, because apart from market dynamics, it will also depend on sentiments of the people, which will drag. So, but a fund manager, on the other hand, has a very much knowledge about the participation of the money, about how much mutual fund are getting invested, how much DIs are getting invested into the market, and he has many insights how this fund, because even if a particular fund will invest a huge, like LIC is a very huge fund. If it decides to invest in a particular stock, that stock surges. Even if there is no impact on that particular company's earnings. So according to me, I will conclude my point that in this scenario, it will be very safe to go for a passive investment, and an active investment. Yes, as the topic says, yes, it's dying slow by slow, because the market is not moving as per its true nature. Thank you.
Well said, Aditya. I would like to add my point that whether to actively invest or passively invest in stock market, it completely depends upon your fund size. Like how much funds do you have? If you have high funds, the active investing is the best option rather than passive investing. If you have low funds, you should go for passive investing rather than investing more time in active research. You would completely waste your time and you won't get that much results. And if we do it cross, like if you have high funds and if you don't actively manage it, you are always putting your capital at risk. So you could probably go for mutual funds and most preferably PMS or investment advisors who would advise you how to keep your capital safe. So as the first priority is to keep our capital safe. And contrarily, uh, actively managing small funds, it would completely be a mess. And so highlighting one example that those individuals which have high amount of funds but they are investing based on social media, like recommendations from YouTube channels. So as I would like to it is completely a mess. I would like to support my point with help of a quote quoted by Vijay Kedia, that bull market creates stupid investors create bear markets create smart investor, and the smart investor create bull market. So that's my completely my point. It all depends on your funds, that you should be balanced. Like
Well said, Mahen. The quote was really like on point. But I just wanted to highlight one point that you have already said, that about with respect to the fund size. You said that in case if we have huge fund, then active we can do active investment, and if we have small fund, then we can do passive investment. Correct. But what if in case if someone investor has a like huge fund, okay, as he is a like, then why cannot he go to a PMS, which a normal retail investor cannot meet the requirements, like, because PMS portfolio management services are usually built for HNI clients, and where a particular a specific fund manager is being helping out them to generate wealth. So even if someone has a huge fund size, I think for them a passive investment would still work more, as per unless and otherwise that particular person is really knowledgeable about the market trends.
yes, Aditya, context of our topic
Well
is
said,
same.
Aditya.
Just it was assumed by me that active investment means you are investing it through a fund manager. So that's
Okay.
what we are on the same boat.
Yeah.
Aditya put on
Actually, I
a
would
great
like
point
to add some points
regarding.
and
So, can I continue?
you can continue. I'll continue afterwards.
Okay, Aditya put a great point regarding the market sentiments. And that is what actually gives us this narrative that active investing is dying, but actually it really depends upon the phase of the market which we are in. In bull run, everyone gets excited and has this ambition to beat the market, so they become active investors. Whereas when bear market arrives, a fear grips in, so people then either withdraw their funds or switch to passive investing in hopes that at least they get some of the return which is in correlation to the Nifty. So it definitely depends upon the market sentiments, and definitely active investing is not dying, because once again when the bull run hits, there will be a new set of investors who have not actually suffered the loss that actually occurs when the euphoria starts to draw down. So we are once again, like as we have always been, that is in a cycle where sometimes fear takes over, sometimes greed takes over, and everyone acts very impulsively.
I agree with you,
And
Pranav.
Well
I
said, Pranav.
feel experience
Actually,
matters in this field. Like if a
hello.
person is having a 8 to 9 years of experience in a stock market and he has seen the downfall also, and he has seen the returns on his investment also, I feel he can tackle all that. If any kind of bad things are happening in the stock market or any downfall is happening in the stock market, he will know how to tackle all that. I feel experience plays a big role in this market.
Definitely.
Yes, Pratik.
I
Adding
Actually,
would
I would
like
like to add some
I would
points to
like to
the forum.
I would like to
I,
counter the point which Pratik said. Like, what is
You're mute, mind.
You're on mute.
you're mute, man.
So I would like to counterpoint what Pratik said, that if an investor who have 8 to 9 experience in stock market, like even if they have experience, most of them invest on the basis of 52-week low in bear markets. Like they feel that और कितना ही गिरेगा, like how long it can correct. But those company never turn back and give performance again. So actively
Hello.
managing, like actively following Indian markets, future revenue visibility, future growth of economy, that plays a major role rather than having experience. Even if as an equity research freshers, we have experience of 1 or 2 years, but still we are actively following the Indian news, stock market news. So we have idea that where to invest, where to not invest based on the sector growth, like news
Hello,
which we
man.
will discuss
It
on
is
morning.
time
Mahen,
up.
I disagree
It
with
is
you.
time on. I
I would
would
like
like
to
to
disagree
conclude
because
the.
Active investing can help
investing
you
is
to
Hello,
okay.
everyone.
Continue, Hitesh.
I would like to
yes,
conclude
in
the
active investment, if you
topic.
find any good
Saying is,
opportunity, you can increase your allocation size in it and you can increase your percentage you earn on your capital. Where in passive investment, I think it's not possible to increase in any other allocation where there is an opportunity exists. So active investment will give you the freedom to reallocate your capital if you find any opportunity.
But
there
yeah,
is
Hitesh and
rebalancing risk
Mahesh,
also.
the most important point here is that between active and passive is that retail investors are not informed. And what Pratik said by saying that an investor who has 8 to 9 experience, I would like to say I'm actually supporting his point, but I would like to say in a different way that anyone who has a good experience into stock market of managing the fund knows about the risk management, and retail investors are actually not much. They actually run they actually run along with the other people. So
I would
as we are time, yeah,
I would want to interrupt here and I need a conclusion. Quick.
yes.
I
So
would like to conclude the topic by saying that if the early career of a person, if we need to invest our time more on to upskilling ourselves rather than passively investing, because upskilling ourselves, which can give the better returns than the stock market. So in the long run, it will be helpful to generate more income, which can be again used to invest in the market. That is what I would like to conclude. Thank you.
All right. People, please, please, please fix your mics. Fix your mics. Bharat, you're not at all audible. Pranoy, we struggled to listen to you. You have to fix yourself to one place. You are juggling, moving in front, back. Couldn't hear at all. Hitesh, couldn't hear you at all. Fix yourselves in one desk. Kahin baith jao. Fix kar do. Then only we'll be able to hear you. All right. Quickly, 1 minute feedback. Pratik started. I liked his introductions. I liked the analogies which he gave. And he also used some jargons connecting the dots. These kind of phrases make it sound good. There is a room of improvement, Pratik. जो fillers हैं उसको omit करने की कोशिश करो. Completely omit करने की कोशिश करो. Hitesh, you
Okay, ma'am.
entered without a hook. You just started off. Hitesh Wadhwani, you just started off. आपको बोलना चाहिए था. I completely agree with Pratik, or Pratik, you're very right. Let me supplement to what you want to say. Something you should have said. Sampriti has also done the same thing. She also came in without a hook. And you are too fast, girl. It is too difficult to comprehend you. You're online. You'll have to be a little slow. Not very slow, but a little slow. Okay? आपका भी आ रहा है. इसको थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस के साथ डिलीट कर देंगे. हितेश,
That
आप
happens when I get nervous.
कौन में चल रहा है यार? हितेश वाधवानी, मोनोटोन, एक ही सुर में. There is no excitement. There is ऐसा कभी-कभी तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि you are reading from somewhere. You'll have to bring in a little bit of intonation, okay? a little bit of intonation, high pitch, low pitch, kahin to karna padega. Aditya came in with a hook. Again, Aditya is too slow. Aditya.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
You use the wrong syntax. Slow by slow. Slow and steady. Slow by slow
Okay.
nahi, and steady. And your explanation is too lengthy. Cut it short. Isko aur brief banao, impactful banao. Because in this forum, people are giving you time. In the other forum elsewhere, the moment you start speaking, there is somebody who's ready to cut you. You will not be able to
Okay.
finish the point. So, one word for many. You have to start looking up for one word for many words. Make your description so impressive by having this crisp language. Okay? Start
Yes.
reducing it to brief. Your content was very good. Everybody gave you time.
Yeah.
Other forums, you will not get time. Okay?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Mahen, very nice. Aditya came in with a hook. Aditya was nodding. Mahen was nodding. Mahen came in with a hook. Mahen gave an example. Mahen gave a fantastic quote. He was the highlight. Since that time, he became the highlight because he used that quote, which summed up the whole topic. And instead of using Aditya, you said the quote was very good. You could have said the quote has summed up the whole topic of discussion. Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
We are on the same page. Mahen, the quote is we are on the same page, not we are on the same boat. We are on the same page. And
Yes, ma'am.
counter attack. Counterpoint नहीं, counter attack करेंगे उसको. ठीक है? भरत, not audible. इतना अच्छा voice है. आपका fix करो ना. Your speaking devices. You just have to fix your speaking devices. Okay, dear?
Okay, ma'am.
ये भी नहीं सुनाई दिया मुझे. Sorry. All right. Please fix your devices. जो भी फोन पे काम कर रहे हैं, bandwidth is not sufficient. Sorry to say. आप लोगों को लैपटॉप या iPad यूज करना ही पड़ेगा. I think Hitesh is on phone. Pranoy is on phone. Bharat, you're on phone? No? Then there's some problem with your headset.
Ma'am, am I audible right now?
Sorry?
Am I audible right now? I unplugged my earphones.
No. Your voice is echoing.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Who are left and would want to participate in the third group discussion? We still have 8 minutes. Quick. I can see Darpan. Mahen, lower your hand. Sanchita, किसके लिए wait कर रहे हैं हम? Nobody is going to invite.
ma'am.
You will have to snatch the opportunity.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Sarvesh. Yes, ma'am. I have come to my hometown for a week, so even I have a device issue. Can you confirm if I'm audible? Then I'll participate. Else I'll just watch.
Yes. You're audible. थोड़ा और पास आ जाओ. You're crystal clear. हाँ.
Okay. And I'll have to turn off my video for a week. Then I'll turn it on for sure. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Bharat, check your device once with me and you can participate in the third one. Bharat, Pranoy, अपना बंद कर, camera बंद कर and check your
Hello,
device.
ma'am. Can you hear?
Yes, I
Anyone
can hear.
here?
Yes, I can hear you. Bharat, keep your camera switched off. Maybe you're getting bandwidth.
No, I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, you are.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Please raise your hand so that I know you are part of this. Okay, so I have Sweetie, Sarvesh, Mansi, Aeon. Icon.
It's Ayan, ma'am.
Aeon. Can I call you
Yes.
Icon? I will remember Icon.
Sure.
Great, thank you. Darpan and Bharat. All right. Topic of discussion is again going to be very simple. I'll give you something really easy. All right, please note down the topic and then after that you get 1 minute to collect your thoughts and 2 minutes, 9 minutes to talk. Sorry. Are high PE stocks always risky? Are high PE stocks always risky? Someone take the lead.
Hello, good evening,
I'm
everyone.
Sarvesh Saraf,
Yes,
and I would like
I
to
would
lay
like
the
to lead
foundation
that.
of the topic by saying
Uh,
that P ratio is firstly the price per share, market price per share upon the earnings per share of the company. This is the way it's calculated. And
Say a little louder, please. A little louder.
yes, were you able to hear what I said previously, or
Yes.
okay? What was I saying? Yes, the price per share upon earnings per share, and according to me, it's not necessary that a high P stock is always risky, and some of the stocks which were listed in the past, for example DMart, they were listed at very high P's, like for example 200 times of their value, and it all depends upon the market's perception and the research of the person or the analyst doing on the stock, and the cash flows of the company. The not necessary, some of the sectors like the IT sector or the banking sector stocks are also trade on high P's of sometimes.
I would like to correct one that the banking stocks, I don't think so that are trading at a high P. In fact, rather you can say that defense sector stocks are always traded at high P because of their high demand, and the main security of nation is at the priority. So that's the reason that the defense stock is trading at higher P. And second point is that if you are selecting the growth stocks which have potential to grow
Darshan,
in future
speaking
based on their businesses.
switch off your camera
Hello?
again.
Yes. Yes. If the stocks which you are selecting is the growth stocks which have the businesses which have considerable amount of cash flows and the demand of the products are consistently increasing, and the sector is also in the priority of the government, then those stocks always trade on higher growth, high P. So it depends on the business to business, and value stocks and growth stocks. This makes them different.
I want to add one more example. Companies like HDFC Bank or Asian Paints are the high PE ratios because they are consistent earnings growth and strong brand value also. So my stance is according to the growth expectation factor.
So I would like to add a point over here. Uh, the topic is the high PE. So what we should ask over here is that the high PE is compared to what? So if the stock has a high PE compared to a company which has a very low PE, we can't compare these two stocks. So if the PE is comparable to their industry, so if all the stocks in that industry have a high PE, we won't really say that it is high PE. We would say that the PE is not that high, and we can invest in it. And if the PE is very high compared to their industry, we can say that it might be risky, but we have to also check why the PE is high.
One point I
Yeah,
would like
I
to mention
agree.
would
over
like
here is
hello,
the industry
hello
PE which is
everyone. I would like
calculated
to
is
add
also had
some
to take
points
into
to add on this.
consideration that industry PE is not the PE of the whole industry. It is not a weighted average PE. It takes the whole average of the every companies of that sector and average it into the PE. So industry PE is just an average. So from that industry, if one or two the industries which market cap is so high and their growth is also high, so their PE was always be greater than the industry PE, as their other companies in that industry may not be having such growth. So that those stocks will always trade at high PE in spite of having industry PE low and the growth high.
Hello everyone. I
I
would like
agree
to
with you.
add what Darpan said. If while seeing the PE, if the company is having a high PE, there could be two reasons. One, the price of the company has gone up, and two, the earnings of the company has come down, which directly impact its PE ratio. So we need to see whether the company has the earnings has come down, or else the price of the company has gone up. If the price of the company has gone up, there must be some reason, because of the external factors such as bull run, or else people high growth stocks. If the earnings could follow that growth of the price, then it is justifiable. But if the earnings are slowing down and the price is going up, then I think we need to reconsider investing in the high PE stocks.
Yeah, that's where the new ratio, PEG ratio, is been introduced, like PEG, which also takes into the consideration of the EPS growth. So we also need to consider the EPS growth along with the PE, which makes sense that the higher PE is the stock valued over right as per their earnings, or is it a higher due to the sudden depletion, sudden decrease in their earnings?
Yes, I would like to add an example, Trend Limited, which was actually trading at a high PE, because the earnings have decreased in the further quarters. The company has lost its market share and decreased further.
All right. Give me a conclusion.
I would like to conclude over here. There are three major reasons of high PE stocks. So first is industry growth. Secondly, sector priority for the government, and the demand forecast is also high. And the third reason, sudden decrease in the earnings per share. So these are the three main reasons through which the PE is all majorly traded at higher than its industry average.
Very nice, very nice. See, the impact would have been many folds. Darpan, अगर आपका आवाज crystal clear होता तो there is a glitch in the system. I think I could hear it with the labs. सर्वेश बहुत ही mild था. Bharat, you're nasal. I don't know why. All the boys are recommended gargling every morning. खोलो अपना base. All the boys. Girls, I'm fine. Girls keep screaming and crying, so their voices are fine. Boys, all the boys, your morning ritual should include gargling. You have to clear as it is, you all don't speak much. I mean, you don't get the opportunity to talk, right? Yeah. So you have to at least gargle.
Maybe, ma'am, currently I'm in library, so I'm speaking a little slow. That's why, maybe.
Sorry? This is the only time.
I'm in the library, so maybe that's the reason I'm speaking a little slowly. That's why the voice is not so clear.
So the Wi-Fi is not supporting you, Hero. The Wi-Fi is not supporting you. Maybe that is the
Also,
reason.
I'm also speaking a little less because of library.
Okay. The other day your voice was really very, very good. I was impressed. But today your voice was a little low. Please fix your mics. That impacts a lot on your confidence also, huh? And on your impact this side also. Ayan Chakrabarti, you did not get an opportunity to talk. Next time we'll start with you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. All right, sweetie. Tomorrow you have to participate in the first group discussion. Mansi, only one sentence you've spoken, girl. Only one sentence.
Ma'am, I was not sure about my voice is audible or not. So
you only spoke one sentence.
Yes. Sorry, actually.
All right, please fix your mics and come and forge ahead. All right, everybody's done a very, very nice job. Start learning your specific jargons, codes. यही आपको excel कराने वाले हैं. They can give you a limelight and learn 4-5 of them and use them, in places wherever you find them fit. Okay? Tomorrow again, we're going to repeat the same thing unless you all have some presentations to show. Anybody who has started preparing company profiles, newsletters? If not, then we'll continue with the pattern till sir briefs you all about presenting your newsletters and your company profiles. Okay?
Yes.
I would like to present company profile tomorrow.
Sure, sure. Please do. All
Okay.
right. Everybody, enjoy remaining evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take good care of yourselves. Good night. Good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.